It's about 6:30 a.m., August 31st, 2021. These are the last few hours where I am able to walk in the bosque with both my feet. I go into the New Mexico Orthopedic Surgery Center at 10:30 with the procedure time at noon. Last night was the last time I was able to eat. No foods past midnight, so I ate a lot. And then this morning was the last time I was able to drink fluids. So I slammed a yerba mate, and I also had some cinnamon hot tea. Anything else? Taking the day off of work just to spend some time with this dog. I've spent a lot of my time over the past couple days envisioning my life on one foot. So you'll be able to see some of the contraptions I've created. One of them being a skateboard knee scooter, and the other being a peg leg made from one crutch. Not nervous, excited. The surgery and stuff I'm totally fine with. I'm good with going in and being put under, people operating on me. That's no problem for me. Even the first couple nights are okay with me because I know what that's like. I know that I'm gonna be in a little bit of pain tonight. It's gonna be hard to sleep and all that stuff. The part that I am really trying to solve now is how I can move around on one leg for the next 6 weeks. But it's a puzzle, it's a Rubik's Cube that can be solved. And I've already started planning that process. There's this inkling in me that just keeps coming back to, and I've been struggling with this since the beginning, is that my ankle is not bad enough for me to just stop everything, but it's just bad enough to lower my quality of life. And for 35 years I've had the fortune of having awesome luck with all of my limbs, and so there's this part of me that says it's not so bad, you can just live with it, you can still do pretty much everything. So I could just not do anything and live my life and be okay with it, and not risk any complications, just keep living. But then there's this other part of me that says, and I guess it's also in the same vein, what happens if I go into surgery and something goes wrong and now I got a bummed ankle for the rest of my life? The chances of that are very, very, very small. And I think I just turned to all of the evidence. I've seen other skateboarders getting work done, other athletes, and really seeing them come out stronger on the other end. And I feel like I fit in that demographic. So, there's two sides to the coin, and I kind of wrestle with should I, shouldn't I? But, today's game day, so I don't really have a choice now. You got to pay to play, and I've already put down the deposit. So we're going in. Big thanks to all my family and relatives that are helping me here. I got my mother and father-in-law helping me get to and from the hospital. I'll make sure to bring my phone and headphones. I can watch movies or chill out while I'm waiting to be operated, or once I'm done being operated on. 5 minutes? I've been talking for 5 minutes. This might have to be its own video. We'll cut back. Okay, I am now in pre-op. I'm in my gown and I have an IV connected. We're probably about half an hour to 45 minutes out, maybe half an hour. Oh, and this was fun. My bracelets accidentally had a typo. It said I was 55 years old. Yeah, it's all something that I remember them coming in here like, all right, they're very chirpy. We're gonna give you some Valium, a little drug cocktail, and threw it in the IV. And I said, okay, cool. And I don't remember going to bed. Wiggle your big toe. Wiggle your big toe. It's on. Wednesday, September 1st, the day after surgery. Let's go ahead and do a quick rundown to piggyback off of yesterday's pre-op video segment. It's raining, so I gotta do a little bit of extra focusing, but I might as well record while I'm out here. Okay. Check-in was at 10:30. So that's whenever I had my father-in-law, Tom, hook it up with the ride. Thank you again, Tom. Eventually went into a pre-op room where I dressed out in my gown, had a little baggie to throw all my clothes and stuff in, and was in there for maybe a half an hour. While I was there, the anesthesiologist came in and gave me a heads up on nerve block. New term to me, but he's like, yeah, your doctor's recommending a nerve block. And I was like, well, I don't know, what should I do? What would you do? He's like, well, you know, think of it like if you were going to get a tooth pulled or a root canal, would you rather have something to block that pain while you're in there, or you'll be asleep, you won't feel any of the stuff that day, but the nerve block will be active for about 20 hours, so you won't feel anything in your foot for the entire night. And I was like, yes, let's do that. So I whipped out an ultrasound machine with the nurse's assistance, and he was like, 3, 2, 1, and I was waiting for him to put the needle in, and the nurse said, you can say ow now. And I looked at the ultrasound, and the needle was already in there. I didn't realize he actually already, pricked me. So I got to watch him inject the nerve block into a pretty big nerve behind my hamstring, kind of close to my kneecap kind of area. And he's like, you're going to feel some pressure. Definitely did. And then I guess within about 15 minutes or so that kicked in. But I wouldn't even know that because before that, a couple other nursing staff came in and said, all right, I'm gonna give you this little cocktail. There's some Valium in here and another drug. I don't remember the name of it. You're gonna feel like you're in a really cool party. And I said, I like to party. I didn't really say that. Took that that was thrown in my IV, and I remember her wheeling me out into the hallway, and I'm seeing like operation little windows. And the next thing I remember is waking up to the nurse saying, your mother-in-law is on her way. And that was all very much a blur. Eventually, there's another moment I blink and there she is. That was pretty cool. So Christine picked me up. But the operation, as far as I know, went well. I had a big cast, a big boot. Let's interject a photo here. But a few different things happened. I actually forgot to mention that before the operation, my doctor, so Dr. Chad Seidenstricker, came in and gave me a rundown of everything that was going to happen. So he educated me about the scope, which is like the little video camera, and the instrument that goes in to shave off and take things out. That's like the scrub brush that's going in to clean everything. and let me know that he's also going to be tightening up my ligaments so that it's more stable in that joint. And there were 3 different ways that could have went down. One of them was like a more simple procedure to kind of just, I guess, like staple the ligament back so that it's not so stretchy. There was another option which is similar to that, but I think it's more of a graft. And then the third option would be using a cadaver. And he said most likely we'll go with number 1, but he won't know until he's in there. I didn't talk to him after, so I have no idea what happened. But my follow-up is on next Tuesday, so I'll find out more information about that. While I was there, he also signed off on my parking placards. Now I have handicap parking temporarily, so I can park, because I work downtown, I can park at any meter for as long as I want, free and clear. Fast forward, mother-in-law Christine, bless her soul, she hooked it up with a ride home. She got me a Last Call burrito, which is my favorite burrito in Albuquerque. If you've been there, you really should check it out. It's delicious. 5 minutes already, so let's pick this up, Monico. Still pretty groggy. You know, I sent a text message to Lisa that was a half sentence while I was like in there. That nerve agent, the nerve block, I definitely felt the full force of that, or lack thereof. Couldn't feel my leg. My leg was inactive. I was looking at my toes. I couldn't feel a damn thing. Not sure if I didn't really care for it because it was so strong and really surreal to not have any feeling at all in my lower limb. It was like, you know, borderline scary. Like, is this gonna come back? I'm like hoping that it came back sooner than later. The nice thing about that nerve block, though, is I didn't have any pain last night. You know, I elevated my foot so that I could, you know, start to try to help reduce the swelling. Didn't sleep too well, but that was more of just because I just got done with surgery. Not anything to do with pain. Went to work today. Everything went well. It didn't feel really anything. Again, I couldn't feel my foot for the first half of the days. I stayed hunkered down in my office. People came and visited with me there. All went well. And then about midday, I pulled the Uma Thurma, or excuse me, the Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill Volume 2, I believe. It might be Volume 1, I don't remember. And I told myself, wiggle your big toe, because I've been trying it all morning, couldn't make it happen. But finally I got to the point where I could do like a little wiggle, and that was very gratifying. And the opposite end of that is realizing that, good, I'm gonna get feeling back, and oh no, I'm gonna get feeling back. So right now it's about 5 o'clock. I'm on my way home from work, and I can feel the pain start to settle in. While all of that nerve block is releasing, I know that my pain tolerance is going to become lower and lower. So I've made a commitment to take all of my prescribed medications, actually 3 out of 4 of my prescribed medications, at least for the next 2 days. The ones I'll be taking, I have aspirin as a blood thinner. I have oxys, so I'll be taking 1 oxy. I don't know, that I think it's like a low dose, but that will be my pain med, and that's every 6 hours. And then an anti-constipation med, which is just hilarious. And I also had an anti-nausea medication, but I don't feel nauseous. I don't think I need that one, so I'm going to hold off. But so far so good. I did get to wheel out my contraption. It's a skateboard scooter, and Glenn, if you're watching, I hope you can forgive me. I took a warped Knoll deck that I hadn't actually skated yet. It was an 8.5, and I didn't really know what to do with it, but it actually suited this experiment perfectly. I bought a knee scooter over the weekend because it was a recommendation from my ortho you need something beside crutches that's going to be a little bit more comfortable. So I was like, all right, I'll get the knee scooter. But I hated the way it rode. So I took the wheels off, took that new board, attached some trucks to it, and and then binded the whole thing together to create this monster scooter skateboard. And it works like a dream, 100 times better than the knee scooter. And all things considered, I'll probably be skateboarding more in the next 6 weeks using my cool contraption than I have in like the past 6 months. So pretty stoked on being able to use that. I'll be able to fly through the hallways at school on it. It's mostly going to be my school transportation. Whenever I'm at home, I'll just use crutches. Key takeaways: that thing's super fun. I love it. Hobbling around on one foot sucks. Anybody who experiences injuries where they cannot use one or both of their limbs, man, my thoughts and prayers are with you, because it sucks. If you have somebody that has a chronic injury, or you're a amputee or a paraplegic, I don't even know how you navigate this world. And it gives you a whole new appreciation on what it's like to be a person with a disability, especially like not having full access of your limbs. And Felipe Nunez is a god. The guy has no lower limbs. He's got nothing beyond the kneecaps. And you watch what that guy can do on a skateboard, you got nothing to complain about. So that's like my northern star of what right do I have to complain. You know, I can do a little bit of venting, and I can feel down on myself a little bit, even though I did this all to myself. This is all part of my master plan to get this surgery. But yeah, thinking about Felipe Nunez and the insanity that he has created on his skateboard without legs, I just love that guy. So day one, pain is starting to trickle in. It's raining. The biggest loser in this whole game right now is Elliot, because he's not going to have his walks. Sorry, Elliot. I'll figure it out. Whenever it's not raining, I can probably take him out on the scooter around the town. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're listening to me in the background, because this is about as much as I got. I'll do some video or photo overlays, but nothing fancy today. I just want to get the message out. You guys have a great day. Take care of yourself. Do it for those who can't. Kuna Matata. Hasta la pasta. Bye. And I'm an idiot. I drove straight home, completely forgot to pick up Rose from school, so now I'm driving back to pick her up. But while I am back for my encore, I have to just mention that I have the most gratitude for my wife, my spouse, my soulmate, Lisa. I would not have been able to do this whole surgery or procedure. I would not be able to fix myself up without her support. And having a person in your life like that is absolutely priceless. So she's my number one. And Rosie, you're a killer. I'm sorry I'm late. I love you. You did great at your parent-teacher conference today. I love you all, but I love my family more because they're number one. But you guys are all great too. Okay, gotta go. Bye.